Yeah, that one looks like maybe a old wooden grave marker that started rotting away, so they marked it with bricks. Coffee. This morning we are at Geneva State Lake at Mr. Blackie Thomas's gathering, and I got here yesterday evening and got set up it was just before dark, so I didn't do any filming yesterday. We hung out around the fire last night and just enjoyed everybody's company, and of course I cooked me a pork steak. But I don't know what we're really going to get into today. There's a lot of cool stuff to do around here, and might do a little exploring around, maybe, who knows. But this is such a beautiful location. I've got my hammock set up here, and the temperature got down into I guess the low to mid 60s last night, and it was so nice. But I slept like a champ last night. I woke up feeling very rested this morning. And the nice thing is, it's just Friday morning. Took a long weekend this weekend, and we're gonna hang out here and just enjoy the weekend. So I think in just a few minutes, I'm gonna go try to figure out something to make me for breakfast. And then we'll see what we're going to get into for today. I really don't have any idea. That coffee is good this morning, though.
There we go, we're done.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we're done.
How long did you have them rolling in there?
Oh, about 20 minutes. Well,
one of the few things, thank you, sir, is the parents back in the 70s, snowmobiling was a big thing before all this.
because the British had been fighting them for, you'll go a little deeper down the rabbit hole. And so a day or two out, they pulled swords and kind of took over the ship and demanded to know what was going on, and the captain had a sealed letter.
Well, we have just been up here hanging out and just telling stories and passing on knowledge, and it's been a great time. There's some young men over here that are practicing with the air rifles, and it's been really cool. The weather's been really nice. It's starting to warm up a little bit now within the shade. It's not bad. But this is a great event. So if you guys don't follow Blackie, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't follow Blackie Thomas, you should look him up on YouTube and be on the lookout for next year's event. If you're into this sort of thing, there's so much knowledge here, and it's such a low-key experience. It's just people sharing knowledge, and it has been great. And today's just the first day for me, so. have been sitting here carving. Everybody is having some good conversation around here, and it has been awesome to just sit here and listen to some of these stories. But I'm just about done carving this little guy, and I'll show you what I've done. I'm pretty happy with the way this little guy turned out here. My wife bought me another little carving kit, and I'll do a little video on it later. But just a simple little carving kit, and inexpensive, but it actually works really good. So almost wrapped up. A couple more little cuts here. Let's see. Alright, so I think that's gonna do it. Check this little guy out. Like a little Santa Claus gnome guy. Got the little ball thing on his hat. But the new kit has a V-tool, and it has all the little hair in it now. I even got some little eyes done this time. I'm pretty happy with this guy, and I think I've got somebody to give it to. So I enjoyed this little carving, but I think it's fixing to be time to get ready to make some dinner. And I got me a steak tonight, so I'm gonna go give this to its new home, get ready to make some dinner. Look at the shirt this fella's got on. Oh my goodness. That's the first shirt I've seen out in the wild for wild camp. You gonna be there, right?
We're gonna be there.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
Well, I think it is time for us to get a steak seasoned up for dinner. I believe that we have a New York strip to cook. So I got two of them. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cook them both. And if somebody wants one of the other ones, they can have it. I don't need but one of them. But there's enough people here, should be able to figure out somebody that is gonna want it anyhow. But I got to find my seasoning. I'm trying to remember what I did with it.
Can't see.
Get your eyeballs on.
I'm getting my eyeballs out.
Amen. Pass the bottle. Yes.
Okay, so I've got my coals and everything getting ready for dinner. But right now, Blackie is fixing to do a giveaway. He's got a lot of stuff out here he's going to give away, so this should be a lot of fun.
All right, we'll just jump around and grab something else. Top Knives sent this for me to do an eval on. Mr. Scab was instrumental in this.
And they sent this Forest Service guy that was dressed up like some kind of ninja with plate carriers and knives and crap hanging all over him. I'm going like, wait a minute, you know?
I think the Canadian beasts are mating. They're singing the song of my people. The song of my people. Oh, it's right to me. They're walking along.
Look out now.
It's hot now.
Mm-hmm.
Careful, you burn it now. So, let it sit there.
Ooh, that was close.
Bottom. All that is a canned ham.
Hey, you want me to split them open or keep them whole?
Add a little spice to it.
Really good.
Add a whole tube of liquid garlic on top of it, and a stick of butter into ICU recovery. And so Hope's talking. I heard her voice first, and I'm sitting here like this. It got me sitting up.
I know one guy who lost his finger. He got some company. Over there, we don't get by anything that made it too tiny. Cobbler.
If you guys want it.
Boy, what is that cobbler there?
Pink just shows up when the food's here.
Cherry
Wow,
and
you good, man.
pineapple.
Well, we are being good again. They have made a delicious looking cobbler, and we're being good. We're not cheating, but it smells good, so good. We've had a really good day today. Shared a lot of knowledge, hung out with some really great people. But it's campfire time now, and I think I'm gonna hang out around the campfire and not worry so much about the camera. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I had a good night last night, so I went to bed probably 8:30, 9 o'clock or so last night and laid in my hammock, and it was nice. After it got dark and the temperature started cooling down, it was comfortable. And then it got down to the low 60s last night, and I slept really well. I didn't wake up until about 7:15, 7:20, something like that. People were starting to mill around already, and I was just laying there. It was so comfortable. That's the best sleep I've had in a long time. This is such a beautiful park here. This is Geneva State Lake in Alabama here, and this is such a beautiful place. I wish I had brought my kayak, and it was on my list, but I decided at the last minute not to bring it, and I've got that regret. I wish I would have brought it, because there's so much that I could paddle around here and explore and see, and there's, like, it's neat to see, you know, with that drone footage, all the like different areas around here. And I didn't put everything in the video that I got footage of, but there's a lot to this area out here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But drinking my coffee now, and I was sitting around the fire just jawing with those guys up there, and don't really know exactly what I'm gonna get into today. It may be just another relaxing day of just kind of hanging out, and I'm gonna do some more carving. Got a fella that wants me to carve something for him. So I gave that carving yesterday to a lady, and she had asked me what I was carving and was kind of interested in it, and I like to do that when I carve something. If somebody's interested in it when I get done, if they're still there, I'll a lot of times just give them the carving. But she was interested in it. She was really happy to get it, so that was cool. But he wants him a carving, so I'm gonna go carve him something here in a little bit, I think. So some of you guys know that I love a cemetery, especially an old cemetery. And got us a local expert. He's gonna run us around and show us the old cemetery out here in the forest. So this should be a lot of fun. So Carlton's taking me out here to show me this grave, and apparently it's like a family grave or something, right?
I believe it's a family grave. I think there's 4 or 5 out here. I don't remember if the names are the same, but they're kind of from the same era, which is like most of them died in the early 1900s.
Right. So you've been coming out here since you were a kid then?
Since I was a real little kid.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to coming out here, because I love an old cemetery, and I know it sounds morbid, but I love to go check out old cemeteries. So
I'm the same way. When I was a kid, we would ride around and look at old cemeteries. My mom liked to do that.
Yeah. When Carlton mentioned that there was an old cemetery close by, I was like, yeah, I want to go check that out. So he offered to take me. So we're gonna run in here and see what it looks like. So yeah, there's only a handful of tombstones here, and this isn't like a marked cemetery. It doesn't have a name or anything on the gate, so this must be just a family cemetery.
That one's 1917. Lawrence.
Looks like, what's that? Willie Lawrence, 18, is that 76?
Yeah, born in 1876, died in
1917?
That's what it looks like, 1917.
Wow. Yes.
This guy, D.S. Adams, born March of 1825, died October 1910.
Wow. October 9th, 1910. So that was just over 115 years ago that he died.
There's some unmarked ones here where there's no headstone.
So this is 1826 when he was born. So that would make him, that's over 200, or 1825. That's 200 years ago when that fellow was born. It's crazy when you think about it like that. 200 years ago.
That's crazier. As he lived to be what, 85?
Yeah.
Back then,
That was they were doing something. That's for sure. And then there's some here that this looks like a grave, but it's kind of sunk in here. I'll be careful.
Seems like when I was younger, there were more here, so I don't know if they just. Normally, people come in and put some kind of marker there.
Yeah, but some of these there is like indentations where it.
I believe they're out here in this whole general rectangular area. There's plots.
Yeah, I believe there's more graves than there are headstones here. Look at that old. That one. Look how old this one is.
Born 1867 maybe. Died 1890.
Yep, that's 1889, I think. Something like that. In memory of something Cassidy.
Cassidy is a familiar name in this area. Yeah, that's Cassidy. Nell Cassidy? O'Neill? I don't know. I can't. Sacred, that's what the
Yep.
says. It took me a minute. Yeah.
And this one right here is just a little stone marker. That's so what I've found is like these little ones like that are likely what they call the baby land. It would be like the cemetery or the area in the cemetery for babies. And it's weird, so like, or not weird, I shouldn't say weird, but like now we kind of keep families together. So if your baby passes, you keep it with your family. But a lot of times back in the day, they had a section of the cemetery for babies. And I don't know if that was, you know, because they felt like the babies should be together or what, but it's pretty interesting. So I see that a lot in cemeteries though. This is a Cassidy too, or Cassidy.
Cassidy?
I think that's husband of.
Oh, husband of, yeah.
Daniel, husband of Miley Cassidy.
Yeah, that's why the Daniel's there. I was wondering that the last time I was out here because I thought it was weird.
1848 to 1908. So the other thing that I think about when I'm seeing things like this, I try to think about what they may have lived through.
Right.
And so this one, 1848 through 1908, you know that they went through the Civil War and all the way up through, the beginning of World War I?
Yep.
So imagine the things that the changes that they seen in the world through that time.
Right. That's what's interesting to me about it.
Yeah.
Just how,
So this person went from no electricity, horse and buggies, all the way up to the beginning of World War I and the things that they were dealing with then.
Right.
Pretty amazing to think about that. What kind of changes have you seen in your life that have been major like that? Was internet?
Internet, big one.
Something like that. But
Cell phones.
Right. These folks went from having to light their houses with lanterns and candles to electricity and cable cars and automobiles and things like that. It's kind of crazy, but
that's the interesting part to me about it too.
Is
all they lived through.
Yeah.
Looking at their life.
Wow, that's pretty neat, man. Yeah, this is definitely an old cemetery here. Yeah, that one looks like maybe a old wooden grave marker that started rotting away, so they marked it with bricks. Who knows how many more in here have rotted away and just aren't marked anymore. One week, I'm at home going to the zoo. Next week, I'm wandering around in the woods of Alabama looking at an old cemetery. Never know where life's gonna take you. Yeah, man, the terrain is cool here. So the thing is too, it's like you wonder, like when they built whatever, you know, the house or whatever that was attached to this back here, what else was back here? There was nothing back here, you know, there's still nothing back here.
That makes me wonder if maybe, like in the early days of this place being a state forest, if maybe this was like some kind of ranger place or something.
Yeah, maybe.
I've been meaning to ask those guys, maybe they know something about it, but I never remember to ask the guys that work here about it when I see them. But you would think, like, you know, during this time period, like they would be farmers or something.
Yeah.
What were they growing?
What were they growing out here? What was, yeah. But like, I mean, even like look at the terrain around it. These little valleys and creeks and.
It's on.
Oh wow, this is cool, man. Yeah, look how small the foundation is.
You can see the corner.
Well, this kind of makes you wonder if it wasn't some sort of a moonshiner shack.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to know. I've never been able to find out.
Because if there's a creek around here, they might have been getting water from a creek, but still, this is up on a hill, so that don't make much sense.
You can see at the back of it has a little more color to it with clay. You can tell they just made these here.
Yeah, it's got real fire brick on the inside of it.
Yeah, that looks. You know,
But the
was added sometime later. I tried Googling this company, but there's some names on these bricks, but I didn't really turn up much on it.
yeah, so the foundation of this thing can't be more than 12 by 14 or 12 by 16 maybe.
Say that, yeah.
That's an awful lot of heat right there, buddy, for a 12 by 16 cabin, don't you think?
In this part of the world. Excelsior. OP Excelsior. Check that out. Maybe Google that or something. You want to go down and check out the creek?
Yeah, we'll walk down here. But that's what I mean, like, this is up on the hill, so it doesn't make sense for it to have been like a moonshine cabin or anything, or shack. Unless they had some way of pumping the creek water up the hill, but.
Pine straw can be slick.
Yes, sir. So around the house, we keep an eye out for rattlesnakes and cottonmouths. Y'all got copperheads up here, right?
We do. Mostly worried about the rattlesnakes and the moccasins right here.
Really? Okay.
What I'm looking for.
They say the copperhead is the least toxic of all those.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty large amount. So. All of them are blend right in here, though.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a long way down to this creek, ain't it?
Yeah, you think about from where we parked
Yeah.
down to where this creek is.
Wow.
You heard some crawfish.
You ain't joking, I bet. Yeah, it's low, man. You can see where sometimes the water will be up there, like that log going across over there is mossy.
Right.
That's pretty awesome, man.
That's neat.
I'd hate to know that that's where I had to come all the way down here and get my water every time I needed something. Mm-hmm. Well, that was a pretty cool little adventure there. I really appreciate Carlton for inviting me to go take me out there and show me that stuff. And that's some of the things that you just wouldn't see. I wouldn't ever know about that place if it wasn't for somebody like Carlton inviting me to show me that. So really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoy the old cemeteries and things like that, and just doing a little exploring somewhere that I know nothing about. So that was a lot of fun. Camp is really quiet right now. Everybody's kind of mellowed out and quieted down, and there's a few people sitting around and, you know, doing little things, but it's relatively quiet right now. I think I'm gonna go grab my chair, come up here and sit in the shade and the breeze, and maybe talk a little bit and relax. This has been a good trip, and I haven't really done a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Well, a little hidden gem is right up through there.
Well, for lunch, we are trying to make us some spicy meatballs. So, again, carnivore thing, I'm trying to be good. So, I had this pack of meatballs, or my wife had got this pack of meatballs at the house, and it's the Angus beef. And then she gathered up a few of these local hive honey sauces. I know the honey is not carnivore because it's got sugar in it, but this stuff is really good. So I figured I gotta have some sort of flavoring, and so I wanted to make these like spicy meatballs. So that's what we're having for lunch today. Should be all right. It's not gonna kill me. I've been doing good this weekend, so I don't know. I'm not 100% on board, I guess, but we're getting there a little bit at a time.
Putting everything to fat because it thinks you're starving.
That's right.
Light it, honey. When it gets done, lift the top off, put the sniffer on there, put it out, save fuel. That's all you got to do.
That's right. These are looking pretty good. I just tasted one, and they are really good. Really spicy, but they're really good.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of y'all want to...
Well, I appreciate it.
what in the world? Meatball, that's what it is.
68 seconds. Yeah,
All right.
that's 2 minutes and 8 seconds. But
Yeah.
All right,
Where's
see?
it at? Right there.
See what these taste like.
They'll do it. They'll ask you the same question 14 different ways.
oh yeah.
And that's okay. That's fine. I'll answer every one of them I can.
Let's see if I can do it. Mamma mia, that's a spicy meatball.
There you go.
I've got an audience watching me make this little clip, but no, these are really, really good. Well, sir, I'm packed up. I think I'm gonna head it on back to Florida.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get on out of here and
Thank you for
try
coming,
to.
brother.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to pack up and keep headed south and before that rain gets here and everything. Cause
Yeah.
here lately I've packed up a lot of wet gear.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed everything you've done and put together here. It's been a really good time. So.
Thank you, and I will be seeing you in a couple of days.
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Again. Be
All
safe,
right, brother.
brother.
We love you, man. I
Love you,
appreciate
man.
it. Well, folks, I have made an executive decision. I have had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful trip here, but I'm ready to see my wife. So I've got everything packed up and it's time to hit the road. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a super like action-packed video. It was really chill, but that's what this weekend was about. We sat around and just shared knowledge and enjoyed each other's company, and this was a great weekend. Very, very relaxing. I can't wait for more of those videos like this to come. If you enjoyed this video, give it that big thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down there and ring that notification bell so you get notified next time we put out a video. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next week.